Hey guys, thanks for joining us yet again here on This Life We Live, where we are building our very own dream house, a modern style barndominium from scratch. Once this gets finished up, we're gonna move into doing more stuff on the inside. But in the meantime, I have a special treat for you. My first female YouTube collaboration in 7 years. Yes, so we have an amazing lady. Her name is Bianco, interior lighting design specialist. So we had the amazing opportunity to work with her on doing the inside of our house. It's gonna be absolutely stellar and amazing though. And I'm so excited to be able to show you what she had to say about her house. We're also gonna go through and we're gonna build a little skinny little bathroom wall for our wet bath in our master bathroom. What else was I doing in this video? And more. Oh, looks like Eric's making something.
Yep.
Guess what he's making? This is part of the crazy added aspects.
Yeah, shower wall. The only thing I could add is a tall rack nailer.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Probably right here.
Yeah. So we've spent a lot of time hemming and hawing over the master bath because we've got a little more space and because the shower area got so much larger. But the sticking point was this window right here, which on the original plan, this window was centered over the vanity and that window was centered over the shower. Because originally, the back part over here was going to be the bathtub. And then the front part over here was going to be a walled-in shower. And then Eric got to thinking, he's like, why don't we just combine them? We found some pictures on Pinterest and boom, it just took off from there. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay.
That's a nice fit. I just wanted me to hold it out of the way. This thing is freaking heavy. But unfortunately, that also means that the plumbing is gonna have to get moved. Because we didn't know at the time what we were doing.
It was never centered on the window anyways.
We never really figured anything out, so now we have. It looks like it's a little loose.
Yeah, it's got. I probably should have put my nailers in, or these things in after the wall was squared up. Because they're making my wall on square.
Oh.
Even though I measured them up off the floor.
Yeah, so now you're gonna have to take them apart.
I'll be able to get it.
At least it's the shower wall and not like the bedroom wall. I was hoping I wasn't gonna get a saw on the face. 22 inches. That's it. Oh man, guys, it is a beautiful day. It is absolutely gorgeous. The last little bit of the beautifulness of fall. Beauty of fall. Beautifulness isn't a word. I had to show you this really quick though. I wasn't prepared to do a whole video specifically today, but I was so excited like putting this together that I really wanted to share it with you guys. I want to do a lot more on this down the road, but today, literally guys, literally, to put these electronic shades up in my windows is the dumbest, easiest thing ever. Let me show you. So we're gonna take our bracket right here. We're going to push it in like so, and then let it pop into place. Just like that. You want to make sure you have all of your drywall on and all of the mudding done and all of the painting done before you install your shades. But today, I just really wanted to test these out and see how it operated, make sure things are going smoothly, and more importantly, see how these things install, because it just is that easy.
Smartwings offers a wide variety of different styles of shades and different colors, something to fit everyone's taste. Now these shades can be mounted either on the inside of your window or on the outside of your window. They are fully customizable and many different options, not just size, but in styles. You can get these in battery operated, you can get them in plug-in, or as we're doing here, you can get them in hardwired, which is perfect for new construction homes so that you don't have any boards to look at. You can take a look at the Smartwings home curtain system in the video link in the description down below, and we'll be covering them more in future videos as we get closer to having everything finished up in the house. I'm so excited to have all of the curtains mounted and to be able to test them in a fully automated system. This is going to be one awesome look, guys. So definitely check them out and stay tuned for future videos.
Wow, well this went a lot faster than I was expecting. I really didn't think it was gonna just go down like that. Wow. Holy cow. All right, so this is, I don't know, I think it's 60%. This isn't programmed into the hub or anything like that. This is just purely off using this remote, which came with it. And I just pushed the down button. So now we're gonna make this go back up. With this remote right here, now this is so sophisticated, you can connect it into an entire smart home system using your voice activated controller unit or your cell phone. But if you're not that techie, you can also use a remote, which is perfect for testing it in the house. So now we're gonna just hit the up. This is gonna be the sickest thing to be able to put on all of the upper windows that we cannot reach. So now we are not gonna be blinded anymore in this house. Now look how good that looks up there. It's literally pulling it out of the box, putting it in the window and installing it. Now these things come pre-programmed. The down button. And guys, to test this out, all I did was just take the two bare wires, plug them into an extension cord. That's it. Just shove them on in. Look at that. And this is, I think, 70% light blocking.
Everyone say hi to Liz. Liz runs the YouTube channel My Design Sherpa, and she is a lighting expert. And she agreed to do a lighting consultation on our house. It was a lot of fun working with her. I was very excited to be able to video chat with her. She does in-person look-throughs with your house, but she'll also do video look-throughs with your house, which is what she did for our house. And her advice was top-notch and amazing. So we're going to go through just a tiny smattering of advice that she gave us for our house. And believe me, there was a lot of advice and things that I had never considered when either building a house or remodeling a house.
So when you're looking for tile on this back wall here, let me show you where my cursor is. On this back wall, because that's the first thing you're going to see, you can do a niche with a light that is not for shampoo. This is totally full of crap. You know, this is only for looks, and hide his niche for his shampoo and all the ugly stuff here, you know, razors, all of that. This is pretty. This is what all your guests are going to use. And then the rest of this in here, because the ceiling's so high, I concentrate on the light being from the mirror. So whether it's a sconce on either side,
Okay.
a bar light above with 2 or 3 lights, which I really hate. A sconce is going to hit you here. The bar light is going to hit you here. It's all shadows. It's not flattering. It's not the way you want to look at yourself in a mirror. You could get crazy and put a hi-hat in the shower area.
What's a hi-hat?
A can recessed light.
Okay.
It's all the same. The thing that's not the same is a wafer light. Those are those paper thin ones.
Yeah.
That everybody loves. They're so cheap.
Yeah.
It's not a recessed light. Not allowed to do that. You are not allowed to do that.
They don't put out the same quality of light as the can lights?
They are shit. They are
Okay.
they're absolute garbage. Have like a problem where you have a rafter and you don't have the depth for a recessed can. But otherwise, there's no reason on earth that you should use them, because it's bad light. You're better off using a flush mount fixture, because that's going to cast light up and down a little bit, especially because you have such high ceilings no
Yeah.
matter what size you do, everybody's looking up. So you're going to see glare regardless. You want to minimize that with the smallest possible, most powerful lights you can get.
Liz also walked us through the do's and don'ts of in-kitchen cabinet lighting, both above lighting and below lighting, and a lot of different options that I had never frankly considered.
Okay. So just this will be open.
Right.
Well, also, if you want to lay lighting there, that's
Uh-huh.
what I would be concerned that it's going to, if they're standing up there, they basically, if I can, let's see if I can.
Oh, they'll be getting it in the face, is what you're saying?
Exactly. So what you could do is, the top of the cabinets are here, and then you could build almost like a shadow box, just a piece of wood at the back and lay the track behind it so that it just goes up the wall and they're not getting it hit in the face. Of course, but here's one. Like this is a recessed channel for cove lighting, but they can mud right up to this. And so it will disappear and the LED tape will just lay right in here. You see that?
Oh, it's just the LED tape? Or
It's
is it?
LED, inexpensive. You could change the color if you wanted to. It could be warm, cool. It can be on a remote, less expensive. The only thing you want to make sure is that they're really close together so you don't get the beads like a cheapo, nail salon or something. See, here's the uplighting. Some examples. I put in
that looks really good.
Right? And this is for a really low ceiling. You've got, this goes on and on. Their ceiling is stopping that light. Yours is going to wash all the way up that wall. So it's going to be fabulous.
When it comes to the lighting in your house, Liz doesn't just think about the aesthetic effects. Liz thinks about the entire flow of the house as a unit, and she's more than happy to point out areas of the house that might need to be tweaked in order to fit the flow. It's not just about how a house looks, but it's how the house makes you feel and how you can operate within the house itself.
Yeah, so as far as getting like the main lighting down to the living level, especially in the kitchen and the dining room, because that's the highest point of the ceiling, Eric was thinking recessed cans, but I didn't think they'd be able to reach that far.
They can. They're also not reaching to the floor. They're reaching to 3 feet, to the dining room or 30 inches, but they're not going to give you good light. You need to get a chain and drop some kind of fixtures to get them at people level. Otherwise, you're going to be in this big, giant church-like everything coming from above. You know what I mean? Like you need to make it homey. What else? Here's some
That
other.
bedroom is really cool with the beams and then the lights on the sides. That's
exactly.
Is that the main light source in the bedroom?
That's it. That's it. And they are. If you don't go for the cheap LED tape, there's some really good options that have like 1,200, 1,300 lumens. That's like a super deluxe bulb. So
that's beautiful.
And this is inexpensive. It's again just a piece of trim.
That looks really good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That one big wall that you have when you walk in, whatever's going to go on that, if it's, Venetian plaster, rock, something, accented.
Yeah, I think it needs to be accented right there.
For your bedroom.
That looks pretty sweet.
Right? And you have super high ceilings. So this is one of their gimbals.
Oh,
yeah,
oh my goodness.
Cool. Look at this. It just goes in like this. Snap, done. And
whoa!
Rotate, and look at that. And you can get, this is glass. I could get this like an opaque,
right,
so that you're not getting a hideous glare, and you just see sort of. But these are so powerful. I think this is 1,100 lumens. It's like could light this entire room I'm in. But it also screws out. So if I want to change this beam spread, like a normal beam spread is 35 degrees, because you're so high up, the further down it gets, so you could do 18 or you could do 21, which is going to keep it tighter if you wanted to keep it in the corners, or if you want to change it out and do wider, you have the option. The other thing I like about these is they do the human centric lighting, which means it can be bright white 5,000 Kelvin, and then it can tune down to nice warm light in the evening. And It can do that without you changing this switch. I also have one on my phone or on a button on the wall. I can just say nighttime, romance, you know, cooking, and you know, whatever.
Really?
It's going to change the temperature. What you want is a deep hole. If I'm sitting over here, I can't see up into it. If you've got that big 6-inch hole, everybody can see it when it's 16 feet in the air.
So now for the 6-inch soffit lights that we have already, the cans, what would you recommend to put in there for lighting? Yeah.
But this will get the bulb to go straight down, even though the roof is continuing to go up. So something like this, if he has a slanted.
No, he didn't. It
just flat. Okay, so then,
yeah.
So then you're going to look for something like this, where it's got an eyeball that you can adjust, but not this one, because you see, this is the 70s right here. You see that hideous dust collector? Ugh, we don't want that. We want something like this, where it's contained up in. This is better. You see, it's deeper.
Liz went through and walked through every single phase, every single step of the house. She did closets, she did bathrooms, she even talked a little bit about the basement, to the exterior of their house and how the lights outside also played a role. And then at the end of the day, when she was all said and done, she provided me with a lighting plan for my electrician, kind of a guide to tell him what types of lights needed to go where and to give us an idea of what we needed to buy for the house. Liz is extremely thorough in her job, and because of her suggestions, the house got completely made over, fully different from what we started. And when you guys see the final result in a year, your mind will be blown. And a lot of it is thanks to Liz. So go check out her YouTube channel, Liz Bianco, My Design Sherpa. There's a link in the video description and in the comments down below. Hit her up. It is well worth your time and your money.
So we've been looking at lights for the house, and we both kind of have been seeing these lights, and you've probably seen them advertised on Facebook and everywhere else. But we really were kind of smitten with them, with putting them on the front of the house, because it's a very modern look. But they're very expensive. So Eric found these on Amazon, but there's a couple different styles we were looking at. So after we started looking at the lights, we found something that was really hard to come by, and we ordered this one as a test. This one's actually pretty cheap, but this style is more in tune with what we're looking for. We're hoping it's gonna look good. Does this one really have 2 remotes? Why does it have 2? the white glove treatment.
Ooh. For Suzanne size hand. Get in there, finger.
It's like putting nylons on.
They're pretty heavy.
Oh, there's screw packets. Okay, you got them. Is that a good smile? Oh, it tells you which side is the top side. The side up. Try brackets. Well, they give you the white gloves, but it's got some like spots on it. Oh, it's got a plug? Wow, that's different. It's too bad we don't have the siding up there so we could like see what it'll look like. Put it over in front of the door. That'd be kind of close to it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, this is gold. Now, these bar lights are typically black and white, but this one we got in gold and white.
I'm gonna plug this thing in and see what it looks like.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, let's go take it in the extension cord. Oh, that looks terrible. What? Why?
That's sweet.
No, that's terrible. It's a laser light show on your house. I don't know. Maybe it would be cool on Christmas. I guess that might be okay on Christmas. I was not expecting rainbow colored LEDs. Hey, there's white. Can we get it warm white, or is it just gonna be cold white? Well, that's kind of nice. You kind of adjust the warmth of it. So anyway, you can kind of see what it's gonna look like on the darker siding. You know, I just realized that I don't think I've done any videos on this camera in the dark. And actually, wow, the lighting looks so good. I've got a sunset behind me. It's actually pretty dark, but this thing is picking up some good light. So, unfortunately, that also means that it's really going to be picking up the light from the new sconce, which isn't lit up for some reason. I thought Eric was going to have it out here lit. Oh, I see it now. How is that attached up there? Oh, that looks a little sketchy. Man, I don't know. I mean, that's tiny. The other one, if you go with the other one, that's going to be even smaller than that. So, I mean, of course, on camera, it looks like a big light blob, but in person, you know, I'm noticing you can see those individual LEDs from back here, which I'm not really liking that. It kind of makes it look cheap. But yeah, I can kind of see why the other one that shines it behind might be a better way to go, because I feel like it's blasting my eyeballs. Right. You'd have to look at it from back here. And that was on the medium range one. Ooh, but I do kind of like the effect that you can do with those. That's really cool. That would be so sick to have on the front of the house. All right, so we have light number 2 in. I think I like this one better. The size is a lot smaller, but I think it's just a little bit nicer looking. You guys be the judge and let me know. Wait, does this one come with white gloves? Gloves. The white glove treatment. We also have some screws in here. We've got 2 boxes. Maybe they gave us 2 sets. Oh, because there's 2 lights, so 2 sets of instructions. It's definitely gold. Wait, where's the cords?
Inside.
Oh my gosh, that looks, oh, we should put one on the door for a big handle. That would look so sweet. Okay, so it looks a little bit less, still looks pretty yellow. Oh, that's how far it stands out?
I mean, you'd have to do it at nighttime to get the real.
Hold on, let me stand back a little ways. Got the scaffolding here. Yeah, you probably would have to, come on camera. Pitch yourself to the left just a little bit. There you go. I feel like it definitely gives off less light than the other one.
Oh yeah, because you're not.
Because it's going in the back. But even the tone, but the wattage was the same with these, wasn't it?
Way less.
This was less wattage?
Way less.
All right, so Eric grabbed the second light, and this is the actual color of our siding. Our siding's not black. It is this dark gray. And wow, that looks really good. Man, that sucker just pops. Wow.
That looks really nice. Don't you think so?
Oh, that looks so good. Wow.
It looks way better than the other light.
That's like way ultra modern. Like way more modern than any of the other Rockford houses going in. All right, so we have the 2 lights back to back. You can tell the light in the far right corner is definitely way brighter than the other one. Well, this is just to kind of show, generally speaking, how much light's going to reflect off from there. Oh. And then this is about, give or take, where it would go. I mean, it looks good. That definitely doesn't give off a huge amount of light.
Well, we're going to have the can lights.
Yeah. And there'll be 3 of those.
I can't even see what.
Our house is brand new and it's not even finished yet. And we're already infested. Put your comments down below and guess what we're infested with. All right. So we have mold issues. And it's not our fault. Our trusses were delivered early. Our builder started late. So consequently, the 2 played against each other and our trusses got very, very moldy. Now, the thing with this mold is it's not a little bit. There's some places that are a little bit, they're okay. But some of this is really, really bad. And if we just let it sit there, it's gonna continue to eat away at our wood. And mold compromises the integrity of a build, especially in some of the amounts that we have in here. It's some pretty thick mold. So I have right here some vinegar water. Looking up online, you can use 50-50 water bleach, or you can use straight up 5% vinegar and spray the mold down and let it sit. With bleach, you have to scrub it. With mold, you don't scrub it. Or with vinegar, you don't scrub it. So hopefully I can reach most of it with this. This is our sprayer setup for the perimeter of the trees. It's not toxic, so any residual vinegar that's left will be okay. All right, so I got the two important things covered, but I just looked over here and there's some major mold right in front of those doors. I can't exactly spray that and not expect it to hit those doors. Those doors are finished wood, and this could potentially cause some pitting on the wood, maybe. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna have to find some way to cover that door and take this backpack off because I can't backpack and cover the door at the same time. Actually, when you look at stuff up close, it's a lot worse. Stuff that doesn't look like it could potentially be moldy from far away, when you look at it up close, it hides underneath those metal plates. So I guess that's as good as I can do. I'm just gonna air this place out now so it doesn't smell like vinegar. The mold will still look like it's there, but it'll just be killed off. So vinegar actually kills 80% of mold species, including black mold, when used at 5% acidity strength. So the stuff that we used was actually 40% acidity strength, diluted down to approximately 5%. So now we can go make some pickles with the rest. The garage ones definitely need it too, but there's no way that I can get to those, unfortunately. So the problem is that humid weather feeds the mold. So even if it's not directly getting wet, it's still getting wet indirectly. So it would be good to treat all that stuff in here, but I just won't get to it today because I don't have anything that can go that high. Because once we cover that in spray foam, we are using open cell spray foam, so that means condensation will be able to travel back and forth. We don't want water getting up into that mold, so spraying it hopefully will do the trick.
There's a huge stone there, I don't know. Definitely gets your blood flowing.
So what we discovered is, because we are pretty certain that we're going solar, we've got a solar system picked out, we're just fine tuning the details. We have to make sure that the input equals the output, and the transformer box that Eric got on Amazon, even though it was rated for 200 amp, it wasn't rated to put out 200 amp. So you could get 200 amp in, but it wouldn't feed anywhere else. It was limited to 100 amp. So the option was to upgrade and get a really expensive $3,000 commercial changeover box, or what they figured they could do is they could split it into two 100 amp boxes. So that's what Eric did yesterday. He went to Menards and picked up two boxes, because previously you had a 200 amp box down here, right?
Yep.
So you swapped it out to get two 100 amp boxes. So they're gonna actually feed two circuit breakers from the garage, two lines down here into the two boxes. So there'll be two independent power units. And
So
even
the outdoor meter box we got is solar hookup ready.
Yeah.
So the power of the solar comes in before the main shutoff of the box.
So the main shutoff's inside the box, you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
And with
the
the
solar feed comes in before the main shutoff, so that it can feed
into the grid.
into the grid.
So Eric has tasked me with installing some insulation in the basement. Carl, chill out. I don't know if he got rock wool or what he got. It might just be batten insulation. Let's go take a look. It just says craft. Let's see. Fiberglass with formaldehyde, free close technology. Yeah. All right. So, I think this is just regular fiberglass. It's not rock wool. Rock wool's extra expensive. We have to go through and we have to put that over this to insulate it. To code, this is what is required for code. You have to have foam insulation, and then you have to have like a rock wool or fiberglass bat over top. Then the rest of the utility area back here is all gonna get spray foamed with a special basement spray foam. It's different than your regular closed cell and open cell type of spray foam. I don't know exactly what it is. It's just different. That was a ride. Let me know if you guys liked any of her tips or ideas on our house. I was just so excited to be able to work with her. Definitely helped us out 100 times over on planning this house. If you guys agree with her ideas on the house, give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below on what your favorite idea of hers was. And she'll be sure to come back through and take a look. Thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next week. We have just a few more finishing touches to go before the big reveal. Yes, I'm so excited, but we have a snafu, we have a hiccup. You see, our builders were in a massive car accident and they have all been taken off the job and we're not sure when or if they will be back. So we are in a pickle with getting our siding done. Can we get it done? We're gonna get it done, but it's just gonna be a little stressful trying to figure out how. So definitely stay tuned to see what happens. Thanks guys, love you, have a great week, bye.